I apologize, I'm eating mozzarella sticks for lunch. Anyway, sometimes it's kind of funny when your teacher gets frustrated when she can't get something to turn on, especially if she's doing it in a funny way. And that can be a good thing. Excuse me. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. If you didn't already, I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And for lunch today, I apologize if I make you guys hungry. I have a plate of mozzarella sticks that I heated up, and I'm going to do a funny lunch and story time. And today's funny story time and lunch, or whatever I decided to call it, is going to be about the time my teacher got frustrated because she couldn't get her overhead to turn on. And it actually was kind of like funny because she was like being funny while being frustrated, and the whole class was kind of like watching her laughing, and it was a pretty funny story. So this is a story about how this one day my teacher went to go use her overhead. It's like a light, and then you can project it on the wall, projector or something. I don't know what we call it nowadays, but they called it an overhead or something. I don't know. So she went to go use her projector one day, and then when she went to go turn it on, she just got frustrated because she just couldn't get it to turn on. So this is a story so she had to kind of like do something else while doing the spelling test word. So this is a story just to let you guys know. Sometimes it's frustrating for teachers when they can't get something that they really need to work, but teachers always manage to problem solve and do something else when they can't get what they need to work. So I'm going to get started, and I hope this video makes you laugh as much as the story made me laugh. I apologize. I was chewing. Anyway, so this all started about 20 years ago. 21 years ago. I was held back in the third grade. If you want to see the full story about how I got held back in the third grade, I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below. It was a normal day of school, excuse me. And my teacher was giving a spelling test that day. And one of her things she would do is when she would give spelling tests is she used her overhead light projector, and she would write down the words after we spelled them out for her to make sure the class spelled them correctly or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but that's how she did it. I mean, every teacher just teaches differently and does spelling tests differently. And so she would do that on her projector thing. So this one day, we're getting ready to do a spelling test, and right after we start the spelling test, my teacher goes to turn on her overhead projector, but she can't get it to turn on. And she keeps trying, and then she starts to get frustrated, and she makes the noise of frustration going, "Ee!" And it actually kind of made my whole class laugh. And she literally kept trying almost like for 5 minutes to get her overhead to turn on, but she could not get it on. I think what happened was the light bulb in her projector burned out, so she just couldn't get it to work. So finally she just decides to, because she's so frustrated with the projector. I mean, she's frustrated in a funny way, which made us all laugh. And she decided to just have us spell out the words on the board, and she would write them on the board. So unfortunately, I don't think they could get anybody to fix her projector that same day, and she needed to wait maybe until the very next day or after school to get the projector fixed, but she just could not get it to turn on. And so she did manage to problem solve and just write it all on the board, write the words on the board after we spelled them out. And my teacher was really able to fix something despite the fact the thing she wanted was not working, which I thought was a good thing. I apologize, I'm eating my lunch. So the moral of the story is even teachers get frustrated too when things don't work. But they always manage to problem solve, and they think of another way when they can't get what they need to work for the classroom. And they try their best to think of other ways, and when they find something that works for them, it will work for the class too. So when something is being difficult with technology, you can always switch over to another way to do it. That's what all teachers do. They problem solve. That was a funny story about how my teacher couldn't get her projector to work during a spelling test. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.